Oh man, overwhelming. Just to see everything you work for kind of come true right before your eyes. It's like, is this real? So yeah.
Red shirt on, you're there, here you are.
Yes, sir. And in high school, we was red too, and then I transferred to USC. We red, so now I'm back in red. So
A lucky color for you? Is you consider it a lucky color, maybe?
a lucky. I think I may have to go with it now.
I'm Chris, by the way, Arizona Republic. Good to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
What advice have you gotten, and who's given it to you about the transition from college to pro?
Just everywhere, not just today, but throughout this whole process, the combine process. Just talking to a couple guys, especially in the agency, not in the agency. So just here and there, whatever I can take, to grow. So.
What are you hearing?
Hearing that be consistent, make sure attack the details, and just be consistent. Pretty much. I mean, that's everybody want the same thing, and everybody put in the same amount of hours, but who gonna do it the longest? So durability. That's another one. So.
You talk about growing up, 9 siblings, all your cousins playing, Carthage. What was that like with so many family members around you?
I loved it because at the end of the day, I know that it's coming from a great place, and having family there, it's a little noise talking there, so it get a little competitive, so I loved it, I loved it.
Talk about your time at Texas and obviously what you did at USC to improve your draft status.
Yes, sir. At Texas, bigger guy. I was like 240 at one point, 235 at one point. Loved it, loved the system, used it, blocking guys, defense end, something that translated to USC, and then USC space game, getting a couple screens, getting involved with the screen game as well, So I feel like just getting a mixture of all that aspects of the game, especially, 3 down back, something that we need. I feel like they help elevate my game a lot.
Look at James Conner. Have you followed his career? He's a little bit heavier, but similar skill set.
I study him a lot, especially coming out of Pitt, and I love to study bigger backs because I kind of label myself that way, but I feel like I got traits of a smaller back. So I have studied him a little bit. I like his game. I'm ready to come in the room, pick his brain a little bit, and elevate my game. So. That would be kind of hard. I love to pick things from other people, but if I had to pick, I would say Adrian Peterson. And he grew up an hour away from where I'm from. So.
Have you heard from any of your soon-to-be teammates? I know you're waiting to meet them in person, but have you connected with any of the guys here already?
Not yet, but I know I'm going to for sure.
Welcome. Where you were drafted, is that kind of a little motivation, chip on it? Is that real for someone that got drafted where you are, where guys got picked ahead of you?
I feel like every day is motivation for me, just getting that opportunity, that's what I was looking for, and I got that, so now it's just take off and run with it, so.
In an interview where you said that you enjoy different cultures, just getting to know people in different cultures. You consider yourself that kind of like a citizen of the world type of guy, somebody who really curious about the world around you?
Yes, sir, most definitely. I want to get out in the community. I feel like me having this platform, I got to be able to distribute it. I feel like that's my job, and I do love mixing different cultures, with my Samoan brothers, my Mexican brothers, the black brothers, the white brothers, whatever you want to call it, I like to pick each other's brain and try to mold it in mine, and just see people differences and see different people upbringings. That's just the person I am. So I do like, getting out and being diverse a little bit.
When it comes to running back, obviously over the past 10, 15 years, the NFL has looked at running back a little bit differently. Obviously, even colleges, there's very much a by committee, a lot of times, type of feel to it. What's that like when you're in the middle of it, knowing that you're in an important position, but there's a lot of you out there and teams want to kind of go through them? How do you kind of look at that?
A big chip. Especially growing up, playing Pee Wee, especially in like the '05 days, running back was a very, very valuable position. Then over the years, just to see that devalue, being a running back, I feel the disrespect, and I just want to go out there and prove that running backs can be a valuable piece in the offense and can be, the engine in the offense if it need to be. So.
You mentioned being a dual threat. Talk about pass protection and playing special teams.
Oh yeah, pass protection. That's something I'm very familiar with, especially coming out of Texas. I feel like I can, step in that, fix some technical issues. But special teams, I can't wait to get out there. That's what me and Coach Saxon talked about. That's one thing to earn my spot on the team, and then from that point on, just grow. So.
When you look at this team, how much, and I think we asked you about this already, but are you familiar with the way the running back room is right now and maybe some opportunity behind James? And does that change your mindset at all coming into a situation like this?
I wouldn't necessarily say it changed my mind, but it just enhanced it. This type of opportunity don't come so often. And then just looking at the backs where they was taking in the draft, I don't think they have that opportunity. So when I get an opportunity like this, I feel like God is like, take advantage of it. So.
Keaontay, who taught you the game of football? Who was the first to kind of say, hey, this is a fun game?
First, I would have to say in Pee Wee, his name was Coach Bo. That's what we called him. He currently got a son at Oklahoma. He plays linebacker. But when I first started falling in love with the game, which at the age of 5, it would probably be from my Pee Wee coach, Bo Lewis. Yeah.
How has this process been for your family? I'm sure the last couple of months have been a whirlwind, but how are they kind of riding it with you?
Just trying to learn on the process. This is, foreign language to all of us, and we just trying to adapt to it and trying to grow as much. And then me just having a couple of younger brothers come in those same footsteps, we just trying to make sure they don't make the same bumps that I do, So my family's excited. They kind of crying too a little bit, but we just embracing the moment, so.